it's pretty obvious for me. It's like, I mean, Matahari, you know. There's some character that you know that you will have to, you know, characters that, you know, like down and you will have to cheer them up, you know. You need to give them substance. You need to give them something special for them to exist. In that case, I knew that because she existed, you know, she was a real person. She would eventually take me and, you know, and help me to expand, you know. She would bring, this character would teach me a lot. And that's exactly what happened, you know. She was amazing. Amazing human being, amazing woman, amazing character, like so much going on. The dancing part, the mother, the riding horse, the, you know, epic, the spy, the intrigue, the lover, the seducer. I mean, there's so many aspects, you know, multidimensional woman, as we all, but, you know, it was so interesting to dive into that crazy reality and the crazy story of her.
When someone is succeeding at doing something so well, no matter what it is, there is a mystery. There is an aura that surrounds that person. And I wanted to understand more. And I thought this script of Matahari was more complete than most things I could have been reading about her. And, you know, also the fascination for what is really the power of women, especially in these days, in a men's world, much more than today. So how can somebody, through charm, intelligence, pride, talent, mystery, mischievousness, manipulation, how did she succeed to practically succeed to basically put a lot of different countries in trouble? Just this very pretty but tiny woman in this big men's world, and she did. So that's what was fascinating to me, is to say, well, she's starting. I'm trying to maybe teach her a few things, but, you know, it's like, don't try to tame a dangerous animal or to tame somebody that, no matter what, is more dangerous than you. But if you have a glimpse of intelligence, that's what's going to attract you to that person. If you want to go the easy way, then you have hundreds of similar women, similar men. But if you want to try to take the chance to get burnt, then go to a woman like Matahari. And that's what Kramer is saying, we'll see what happens. She thinks she can manage me. He takes his own risks and he sees what happens. No matter what, it's more interesting than to meet 100 people exactly. You know, they're obvious. She's not obvious. So that's where it's attractive. You don't want to go for the obvious. During the show, I had no idea what I was learning about her, about the character. I had no idea what games she was playing. So either you were accepting that and saying, okay, you think you can play with me, we'll see. But you needed to get out of the room or get out of the scene to start thinking, what is my next move? Matahari wasn't thinking like that. Each move, win, is a move forward. She was destabilizing people in character. And that's exactly what Matahari was. She was unpredictable.
Yeah, she was unpredictable, it's true. But for me, it's funny because for me the most interesting thing is that what led her to become that character. I was more interesting about the woman, you know, like the failures, because in every great characters there's a huge amount of failures. There's a huge amount of, you know, like weaknesses that lead them to the point where they had no other choices in order to survive, to become who they were meant to be. And so for me, the interesting part was this process. Matahari means the eye of the sun, which means that she had a raise and she had a fall, as if she knew, you know. She named herself, you know, Matahari, like she had this, you know, great moment of, you know, like raising and success, and she was very, very, she had no other choices also in her relationship with men, because she was abused. She was really, you know, men manipulate her and use her and abuse her. And so at some point she said, enough. I am going to be the one that abuse and manipulate and change the rules. I'm going to be the one that, you know, will play the chess and will win, because I have enough of this. And so this is this point where everything shifted and everything changed in like, okay, if I want to survive in that man's world, I will need to play better. I will need to have like, because I didn't have great cards. Instead, maybe, yeah, her beauty, but she was not extremely beautiful. She was very charismatic. She was extremely intelligent. She was speaking a lot of languages. She was very, very like smart in a way of adapting herself. That's why she was probably able to be unpredictable. And she was learning fast. But in the same time, for me, there's a part where she was a little bit naive, you know, in the sense that it was a big game for her, maybe, but she didn't, in my opinion, but after, you know, people would think different things. That's the beauty of these characters, that people project so many things about her that are not true, probably. But she's this thing of, you know, like being fresh and you know, and intense and authentic all the time. And I think that was probably lead her to losing the game. It's just that she was too real.